Did the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market just flip bullish? Is this the thing we've been talking about now for the last week? And are we about to head on up to that retest of 60,000? Well, I've got some very big news that you need to be aware of in this video. And more importantly, some very big catalysts coming not only in the next 24 to 48 hours, but in the next week as well. This one is a good one. Stick around, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get into it. So a very nice move on BTC, over 4.5%. We actually retested $58,000. Who would have thought only 4 days ago, everyone was calling the market was done. The Bitcoin price was never going back up. And ultimately, we all missed the bull run. Now, guess who wasn't calling that? That's right, this channel. And we were talking about actually this potentially is the bottom. We're looking to retest this line again that we drew here, 56.5K. We broke through that today with a further potential move coming over the course of the next 48 hours. RSI divergence pushing to the upside. We will come back and test this chart in just a minute, but there are some pretty interesting things that I need you guys to know about. And then again, this is where the market could either sink or swim. Personally, I think we're going to be swimming all the way to the CPI data on Wednesday, and more importantly, to the Fed rate cuts coming next week. Predictions could even see a 1.25% reduction by the end of 2024. If you speak to Michael Saylor, he's going to tell you that Bitcoin is going to be 7% of the global assets at $13 million. Well, the only way we get there is by moving the price to the upside. But look at this, OPEC monthly report coming tomorrow, as well as the August CPI inflation data on Wednesday. Now, I just want to be clear. I think the CPI data is going to come in very strong, and I ultimately think that allows the Fed to reduce rates by up to 0.5%, which is what we want without the fear of recession. We also see those jobless claims coming Thursday, as well as PPI Thursday and the MI consumer sentiment data coming on Friday. So a very interesting data-driven week this week that, in my opinion, sets up everything for the week after. Now, you know things are starting to get pretty interesting, particularly when it comes to Bitcoin, when you start to look at the hash rate. And this is obviously Bitcoin miners starting to try and accumulate as much Bitcoin as they can. We recently saw that actually net flows from mining operations is now at a positive versus a negative. Ultimately, they are not selling as much as previous. And I think they're all waiting for that big day next Wednesday when we finally get the Fed rate cuts. The question obviously is what it's going to be and what is the tone from Jerome Powell. But we actually see the hash rate on Bitcoin spiking to an all-time high. There is more mining power right now upholding the network than has ever been before. Let's be clear, this does not happen in a downtrend or in a bear market. These are people trying to accumulate the modern day gold rush as quickly and as fast as they can. The big players are out. And more importantly, you can see that they're absolutely turning huge mining facilities on right now. Compass Mining turns 3,000 Bitcoin mining rigs on in an Iowa facility. The gold rush is here. They accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible ahead of what we believe will be a monumental move for the price of BTC. I've always stood by the fact that I think 130 to 150K is on the cards, and these mining companies are absolutely trying to secure the bags before we get there. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but it seems odd that all of a sudden we get the market trend. Lots of indications right now are for a positive move both in rate cuts and CPI, and all of a sudden mining companies are going big on their production. Very interesting indeed. And finally, Bitcoin's recovery, ultimately, is it here? Well, lots of views around trading says that ultimately the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ are seeing a sell-off, which is very interesting. We'll take a look at that chart in a minute. But there's a lot of liquidations in place. We were looking at this on my live stream. Up to about $1.2 billion in shorts could be liquidated at a price of 59 to 60,000. And we know that market makers love to get there. We know exchanges love to liquidate positions, again, allowing the price to move. Liquidity farming is a big thing right now, not only for the shorts, but more importantly for the longs. The reality is the shorts are easier to get, but longs absolutely are setting the price up. You can see there, this is ultimately the big push down that we saw on the short market. The longs now starting to come in. I think this is an important sentiment to think about. So heading back over to the chart, what have we got? This continuation upside, 57.3, Shenzhen opening in the next half an hour. Could see the Asian markets trying to push us back to this 200 exponential moving average. This would be a great line to retest on the way back up. All getting ready for this September the 18th rate cuts. Lots of altcoins moving, lots of views right now as BTC dominance does seem to come down. The altcoins are starting to move. But once again, like I said on my live stream, I'm very optimistic for a nice price move this week on BTC. Lots of arrows are pointing up, lots of catalysts are there. And again, in my opinion, it's a 2-week crazy period that I think we're going to see significant uptrends when it comes to BTC. Lots of people chipping in, lots of people with a positive view. I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below, as always. Let me know what you think of BTC this week. Are we about to see the breakout we've all been waiting for? Could we even see 60K retested within the next 2 weeks? Well, it's definitely quite possible, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. And don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button so you stay up to date with all the latest, greatest in cryptocurrency. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.